Welcome on into a special edition Cougar Tracks here on the KSL Sports YouTube page. It's BYU football game day eve, the day before BYU takes on Portland State. But on Friday night, instead of watching some Big 12 football where a bunch of Big 12 teams let everyone down, looking at you, Colorado, looking at you, Baylor, couldn't show up. Big 12 is winless against Power 4 competition unless you count Iowa State's win over the league in Kansas State in Ireland. Not a great showing thus far from the Big 12, but I digress. I was in Mapleton, Utah County, watching some high school football. And the reason was because one of BYU's top recruits, top commits in the class of 2026 was on full display against Maple Mountain. Pineview made the trek from St. George up to northern Utah to take on Maple Mountain, and that meant four-star tight end Brock Harris was in action, and he looked good. And the thing is that Harris probably didn't get targeted enough, in my opinion. I thought his offense at times seemed to forget about him. I know it's crazy to say because he still had a touchdown. He probably should have had a few more. There was one that the refs took away from him, spotting it down at the 1-yard line. But I thought, Pineview, just keep feeding this man the rock. He's going to get his and put up some numbers. What impressed me the most, though, with Brock Harris, he also played a little bit of defense. There was a play on a fourth down. Maple Mountain backed up in their own territory. They're going to punt the football, at least what it looked like. They were down by 2 scores, or maybe 3 possessions. It was a 17-point game, I believe. I think it was 24-7. Maple Mountain's looking for some momentum. They go for a fake punt. Punter takes off and starts running. Brock Harris, who's lined up with Pineview on their special teams unit, he was having none of that and not going to allow Pineview to convert that fourth down. The closing speed from Harris, who came from the other side of the field to make the tackle, it was impressive. Harris is an incredible athlete, and it's not hard to spot him in a crowd. You don't have to be an elite football evaluator to know, oh yeah, that's the guy right there that's going to be going to BYU and is the 4-star tight end that's among the best in the high school ranks this year for the class of 2026. But I thought Harris was really good. His Pineview team came away victorious with a comfortable win over Maple Mountain, so I'm sure they're enjoying the ride back to Pineview in St. George on that late night. They had an early kick on Friday because of what's going to be a late night for them driving back down to St. George. But after the game, after Pineview got the victory, I caught up with Brock Harris to catch up with him, check in, see how life's treating him now that he's navigating a football season as a BYU commit. This was Brock Harris on Friday night after the win over Maple Mountain.
Here with Brock Harris, BYU football commit, Pineview tight end. And Brock, I got to ask you, that play at the near the goal line looked like it was a touchdown.
I know. I had a couple. I feel like they snaked me, but it's all right. We still scored.
Big win, though. Bounce back for you guys. Just how's this senior season progressing since shutting down the recruitment and being committed to BYU?
Yeah, I mean, it's a weight lifted off my shoulders for sure. I feel like I can just play. I don't need to focus on all that other stuff, but we're doing pretty good, and, yeah, it's fun.
What's your goals for this senior season?
We write down goals almost every week of what we want to do. And this year I want to work on my yak yards, so yards after catch, and and then just blocking and everything else.
Got to ask you, with recruiting, why did you pick BYU?
There's a ton of reasons, but I've been going to their camps every summer for since freshman year, 8th grade even, and super comfortable with the staff, just love the place. I mean, my dad went there, but yeah, a ton more reasons.
Is it have you had even been more conviction behind that commitment since making that, the months following, and now this class coming together for 2026? Have you even been more sure about this commitment?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'll be at the game this tomorrow, and there's no doubt in my mind. I'll be a Cougar for sure.
You and Ryder could be quite the tandem down the future. You ever think about that much?
Yeah, it's crazy. We talk a lot, and yeah, we're both excited to be there.
What is it about BYU that's changing in the recruiting trail? Guys like you and Ryder committing. Guys like you guys weren't committing in the past.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Ryder committing, I think BYU is just on a roll. We've gotten a ton of guys, and we're working on a few more, and we think we got a good shot on a couple guys too. So yeah.
You said you're going to the game tomorrow, BYU Portland State. What do you want to see from this BYU football team this year? They've been riding high last year.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Carson Ryan and just what this offense could maybe be?
Yeah, just keep it up. I mean, new quarterback. I have confidence in him. But, yeah, just keep it up. Keep the momentum from last season.
And then last couple things here for you. So what's kind of like the schedule between now and, with the rest of the season, obviously with Pineview, but then kind of the going forward after your senior year?
Yeah, so after I graduate, I'm gonna graduate early in December, go on a mission, and then I'll be back for 2027 season and be at BYU.
And how much did that mean to you, just playing at a school that represents your faith?
Yeah, I mean that's a big part also why I committed there. But yeah, just being around a lot of those guys that are the same faith and faith-driven, it's huge, and I think that just helps even the football team play better.
Last thing. Play a little defense with this group too. How do you enjoy that? I know you're an offensive guy down the road, but thoughts on just playing a little bit of D?
Yeah, it's fun. Last year I played a little bit, but this year I've been playing a lot more, and it's been great. Super fun chasing the quarterback, but yeah.
Well, Brock, stay healthy, and best of luck the rest of the season with Pineview.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Brock Harris, BYU commit in the class of 2026, star player for Pineview High School. Really appreciate the time. He had a large contingent of family there to support him, fans as well. I saw some BYU fans wearing even Brock Harris jerseys. Pretty crazy, oddly enough. So he's already got a loyal following of Cougar fans, that's for sure. Brock Harris is going to be a good player. He's the 5th rated tight end in the class of 2026 nationally by the 24/7 Sports composite ratings. I will say I haven't watched extensively. Mark Bowman, who's the number 1 tight end, committed to USC. Caden Prothrow, committed to Georgia, number 2. Ian Premer from Kansas, committed to Notre Dame. And then Kendra Harrison, committed to Oregon. That's your top 4 in front of Harris. But I feel pretty good to think that Harris probably stacks up quite well to them. He was very impressive. And I think that's been positive with Harris and Lyons. These guys that have lofty recruiting clout, they continue to live up to it in their senior season. Sometimes you get guys that are committed, the recruitment shut down, they've gotten all the accolades, and maybe they just kind of coast through their senior year. And understandable. I mean, part of me is thinking, maybe don't want to have him play extra snaps, just keep him healthy and not get him hurt. But at the same time, these are competitive guys. They don't get to this level of recruitment without being an incredible talent, one, but also highly competitive. And that's Brock Harris, who's just seems like a team guy, too. Pretty humble. He's not John on the field. He's not loud and being vocal. He just lets his play do the talking, and it's pretty impressive to watch. So Brock Harris, very impressive, and that's going to do it for this bonus edition of Cougar Tracks. Full coverage of BYU football season opener coming up this weekend. Check out the podcast feed, YouTube on KSL Sports, KSL NewsRadio on Monday, and then Cougar Sports Saturday tomorrow, noon to 3. Going to roll out my new host. So busy weekend. It might be a holiday weekend. I honestly forgot that until someone told me tonight that, what are you doing for the holiday? I forgot it's a holiday weekend. It's just all football. That's the holiday to me. Football is here. It's a great time. Keep subscribing to Cougar Tracks and downloading the episodes. Appreciate all the support. I'll talk to you next time here on the Cougar Tracks podcast.